The bottle was on the floor again, and my terrier was just sitting beside it, completely calm, like knocking one desk object down belonged in our afternoon work schedule every day. At first, I treated it like a bad little work habit. Same bottle, same desk corner, same quiet stare after it hit the floor again that week during work. Then he ignored the toy, ignored my hand, and went right back to that bottle like nothing else in the office mattered, not even me either. So I moved the bottle across the desk. He checked the old spot first, then followed the bottle and knocked it down there too, without rushing at all. That was when I started noticing the wet ring. Not enough to explain anything yet, but enough to make that whole desk corner feel oddly suspicious for the first time. My next fix was simple. Put the bottle on the floor. He sniffed it once, then went back to the desk instead, like I had missed. The timing made it stranger. Morning was peaceful. By late afternoon, when the bottle was sweating most, he showed up for that routine again on schedule. The papers had been there the whole time. When I lifted them, one corner looked wavy, but I still treated the bottle like the real problem. Not them every single afternoon. Then the obvious answer landed. Every time he knocked it down, I stood up, took a break, and gave him exactly what he wanted right in the office. So I beat him to it. I took him out before the usual time, played for a minute, and for a while it worked and I felt smug. But later, he came back. Not to the bottle first, to the edge of the papers. With that same focused little nose after that longer break. That paper sniffing finally started costing me work time. I moved the stack away, lost my place, and saw the ring sitting there uncovered right under the bottle's usual spot. The weird part was the bottom sheet. The edge facing that wet ring was soft, buckled, and faintly blurred, making the break theory feel thin for the first time that afternoon. Right there. I picked up the bottle and felt the condensation on my own hand. For the first time, I looked at him without correcting him at all. Then he did it once more. Same sniff, same nudge, same calm sit, but now it did not look like misbehavior at all from the very beginning. I put the papers in the drawer and looked for a coaster. Then I noticed another little note pile sitting near the same damp desk pattern I had ignored before. So, I wiped the old ring, brought in a plain cork coaster, and set it over the spot he had been checking all week like evidence now. I thought that solved it. He sniffed the coaster and left the bottle alone, then calmly walked to the second paper pile instead, like I had only fixed half the setup. That was the answer. The bottle was sweating onto the desk, the paper edges were changing, and he kept removing the moisture source, because damp paper had started to smell different. Once the papers were stored and the bottle sat on the coaster, he sniffed the dry spot, turned away, and went to his bed without checking that bottle again today. The next afternoon felt like a test. He came in on schedule, lowered his nose to the coaster, and for 1 second, I waited held still. But the bottle stayed up. The papers stayed safe, and my little terrier slept under the desk like the coaster had answered him. Would you have blamed the bottle before checking papers underneath?